So these are like the must-know things that are going to help you immensely as you start on this journey. Hey friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I am a homeschool mom of about 10, 11 years now. And I'm gonna give you the rundown on this curriculum and explain to you probably the most important things that are gonna help you along the way. So we've been using Generations Homeschool curriculum for the last 4 or 5 years, and a lot of people haven't heard of them. I feel like they're really underrated because they just, you know, I don't even want to say they're newer. They're not one of like the big ones like BJU and Abeka, and you know, I feel like they're lesser known, which is such a shame because this is like the strongest curriculum that I have ever used. And I've been in the education field since I was like 17. I started working as like a teacher assistant. So I have seen lots of curriculum over the last 23 years or so. And I'm going to show you some of the best stuff about this curriculum that I have found that might help you if you are considering or if you are new to the Generations brand. So the first thing I'm going to tell you, which is one of the things that really drew me to this curriculum, is that you don't have to have a ton of books. And coming from Abeka, I was an Abeka mom. I was used to having like 20 books for every single subject. And I felt like my whole house was like just filled to the brim with curriculum books, because not only did you have the textbook, but you had the teacher book, and then you had all of the workbooks, which included the workbook answer book, the quiz key book, the test answer book. I mean, seriously, you had like at least 6 books for every single class. And that did not include extras like readers and maps and all of the things. With Generations, generally, you are going to have 2 books. You're going to have the textbook and a workbook. Oh, that's backwards. Okay, workbook, textbook. So this is the grade 6 through 8 science book, God Made Life. This is such a great book too. Like it's really great. So everything is going to be inside of the workbook. Your workbook is going to double as your teacher book, your quiz book, your test book, and the answers for all of that. It's all in one book. So this was very appealing to me just because I didn't have an explosion of books all over my house anymore. So I feel like it kind of like minimized everything down, which was fantastic. So if you don't have a whole lot of space, this is going to be right up your alley. Another thing I get asked a lot is which version of the Bible Generations uses in their textbooks. Everything that I have seen so far is New King James. I don't know if all of them are that way because I don't have every single Generations textbook in front of me, but the ones that I have on my shelf are all New King James. One of the great things is the flex days. Generations has built-in flex days to many, many books. So you don't even have to do the curriculum every single day to finish the entire thing. Those flex days are wonderful too, because if you have a lot of kids, this is going to allow, just like it says, it allows flexibility within the curriculum. So if like one day you need to kind of break it up between 2 different activities that are going on, or if the lesson is just too big for one day for you, or if you have a doctor's appointment, or if you have like anything going on that day, you can break it up and use that flex day however you want. Or you can just use it as a review day, or you could just be completely off. It's totally up to you what you want to do with that day. So a lot of the curriculum, especially in the middle and elementary years, have built-in flex days to a bunch of different books that they have. So love that. The next thing that I would say too is the price. Your best bet is to save the most money is to get the curriculum grade packs. Now these curriculum grade packs I sing the praises of because I'm a military wife and budgeting is just my nature. And I have saved so much money by getting the curriculum grade packs, and especially buying them on Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, because they are known to put those at 50% off. They are already one of the most affordable curriculums that you could ever buy. But then they put that on a 50% off sale, and that's where it's at right there. That is where it's at. I pre-buy all of my curriculum in November during the Cyber Monday, Black Friday type sale for the next year, because I already know, one, that I'm going to buy it, and two, I want that sale. So I always buy curriculum during that week. Now, they're also known all throughout the year, and at least once a month, they have some kind of really cool sale going on. Like right now, they have brand new books on sale. They are always putting something on sale. And if you are on my email list, that is the best way to find out about the sales. The big sales, I always put out an email about. I will always alert you when there is a big Generations sale. So if you are not on my email list, I will pop it down below. It's bymandymaltz.com/freebies. Go get on that list. I will get you all the stuff that you need to know. That way you can be the first to get all the deals. The next thing is audiobooks. They are putting out audiobooks of all of their textbooks. I believe this one has an audiobook now too. I utilize audiobooks because I have arthritis in my jaw. And so for me to actually read out loud the text is an almost impossible thing for me to do. It's actually difficult for me to even record this video for like 15 minutes. That's just the way that it is. I have to deal with what I've been given, right? So one of the things that I utilize in my homeschool is audiobooks. And I love that Generations is putting all of their textbooks in audio format. So this year we are doing the world history curriculum, Preparing the World for Jesus. And I bought that audiobook when it was on sale for like $15. Oh my gosh, best $15 I ever spent. Because some of those chapters are really, really, really long, and the audiobook allows all of us to listen and engage at the same time. So when that audiobook goes on, everybody in the house comes together, because the ones who are not even doing the curriculum want to listen in. It is so cool. So highly, highly recommend the audiobook, especially if you have a lot of kids and you know, sometimes it just gets a little chaotic. Those audiobooks are a lifesaver. You can do these family style, okay? I get a lot of questions about this, about these type of books. Like, what do I do if I have 4 kids? If you have 4 kids, you can buy 1 textbook and 4 of these and do it family style. So a lot of their books are going to say this, like it'll have like a span of grades. Like this one is grades 6 to 8. So this is a middle school book. If you have 3 or 4 kids who are close to middle school age, and even if one is like in 5th grade, you can do this. Just level it up or down very easily. You might assign less work for your 5th grader, but the ones who are like in 8th grade, you might assign a little bit more. You know what I mean? Add in an extra reader, add in an essay, get creative. You can do whatever you want to do, but this is very easy to do family style. You do not have to do this individual. And actually I did this a lot with Generations curriculum when I had both of my kids. Even though they are 4 grades apart, I was able to make it work to where we were able to do a lot of their literature and history together, and it makes it so much more fun. I get a lot of questions about this history program, the Taking the Nations for Jesus. So this one is Africa, this one is Europe. So this one says history level 5, this one says history level 6. And you can see the difference of how much bigger level 6 is than level 5. They go up, like this is a middle school book, this is an elementary book. Now, each level, it kind of corresponds with the grade, right? And you can kind of see that when you look at the core packs, like it'll start at kindergarten and go all the way up through grade 12. And it's going to have in grades 1 through 6, it's going to have one of these books. There are 6 starting at grade 1, I believe, and going and ending at middle school grade 6. You do not have to go in order with those books, with the Taking the Nations for Jesus. You do not have to go in order with those books. You can jump around. You can jump in the middle. The only one that my son did was Europe. We did not get a chance to do any of the others, and I'm really sad about that. But I have a goal of collecting those books just to have them as table books to read, because they are so well written and so well done. And the Europe book that we did was one of the best curriculums we ever did, and it was so much fun. I mean, it was just a blast. There was everything in there, from essay questions to projects to art project boards. Oh my goodness, we just had a blast doing it. So highly, highly recommend the Taking the Nations for Jesus. Do not feel like if your child is in grade 3 that it's too late and you can't jump in. I jumped in at grade 6 and only did 1, and we really enjoyed it, and I was glad that I did it. So again, you can do these table style or family style. So if you have multiple kids, do one history with all of them and then change it the next year. You do not have to do one for each individual child. Do it family style. It's really easy to do that. Just level it up and down as needed for your children. This curriculum does not tell you exactly what to say in the teacher books. This is totally up to you and allows you that flexibility. Now, I know curriculum like Abeka and BJU, they will actually break down word for word what you should say in your curriculum book, but I just find it really unnecessary, and most parents don't follow that anyway. They just kind of do their own thing. This is how that is made. You can just do your own thing and read it together. It does not have to be like you're in front of a class teaching. This curriculum does not take too long, especially in the lower grades. You are not going to be spending that much time on each subject, which is great. I think that this is the perfect level of work for each grade. I think they took a lot of care in designing it that way. Now, your higher grade levels, like your grades 9 through 12, they are going to be working a little bit longer, but that's expected for high school. It's nothing that is not expected. So I think it really does a good job of showing the correct amount of time for a workload. So, and you can do this however you want to. Like, I took the world history courses and I broke them in half. So we are only doing one book per year. So we're doing Preparing the World for Jesus this year, Ancient History. And I added some of my own things to it. There's plenty of videos here on my channel about that if you want to check that out. And then next year we will do the modernity, which is the Taking the World for Jesus. So it's going to be like from Jesus's crucifixion all the way up to modern day. And we're going to do it that way. And then grades 11 and 12, we're going to be doing their 2-volume American history course, which we went through that with my oldest child. Fantastic American history course, the best American history course I've ever seen. So you can make this your own, or you can follow their schedules. And a lot of their schedules for the older kids will have 2 different options for you to do it however you want. So I love that. They offer so much flexibility with their curriculum. Some of the material is downloadable. That is something that most people do not realize with Generations. There are, on their website, when you look up each individual curriculum, like the pages for individual books, they will have like a downloadable option for different things. So for my 9th grader, he's doing their 9th grade pack, and the book that they're reading for character, and I find this the most with the character books. If there's a character book in your core pack, a lot of times for the older kids, I know this, the worksheets are a download on the core pack webpage. So go download it there. They have all of this stuff in like a PDF file, and you can just download it and print. And that's going to be your schedule and your worksheet questions and things like that. It's not going to come with a workbook. They're just going to give you a PDF download. Another thing, they are adding new subjects all the time. So I think they just added like Math 3 or English 3. they are constantly adding things to their website, which is really cool. So if you follow me on social media, you'll see a lot of that stuff because I love when companies put out brand new curriculum and I love sharing that with my friends. So I like to show you all the new things that are coming out because their curriculum is just so colorful and fun. And I know many children who absolutely adore this curriculum. So I like to show you these new products, and it kind of makes me wish I had little kids again so I could use it. I wish I could use the little stuff. It looks like a blast. These books are really colorful. The pictures are wonderful. They took a lot of care in the quality of their books. So it's typically, and before I was a Generations parent, I actually said this a lot. You get what you pay for with curriculum. I don't find that with Generations. I find that they give me the highest quality and they give me way more than I paid for every single time that I order a book from them. So take this book here. The Taking the Nations for Jesus books are glossy, thick pages with beautiful photography. I have a video review of this book if you would like to see it. And they're all that way. I mean, they have even updated some of the books to give them better binding and better covers. I'm just always blown away at the quality that I get with this company, and I feel like it's a level of care that you don't see in most curriculum companies. Most curriculum companies, you're going to absolutely get what you pay for. Not with Generations, you always get more. And the last thing that I would say is a lot of the books have up here at the top, it'll say the level. Usually that corresponds with the grade, but you do not have to follow it totally like that. It's a suggestion, okay? So most of the time the levels equal the grade. Be careful, I would not give Taking Europe for Jesus to, which is level 6, like a 6th grade middle school book, I would not give that to like a 2nd grader. So use care when you pick your levels. But if you level up or down 1 or 2 levels, typically, especially in elementary, it's not going to be that big of a deal if you have multiple children. It is easy to level these up or down. Just know the higher the level, the more difficult the language is going to be, especially if you have pre-readers or kids who are just starting to read. It might be a little bit difficult for them to read those books on their own. But if that's not what you're going for anyway, like this is a history class, not a language arts class. Language arts and math, I always say stick to your level. But for something like history or science, you might be able to read it to them and, you can level up or down that way. So yeah, that's another thing. And I would say one last thing, their readers are amazing. They have these Christian books, these Christian classics. I love these, and I have been collecting them for the last couple of years. I have a whole shelf full of them over here, and I'm hoping to get all of them as they start reprinting all of these. And during the Cyber Monday sales, I always grab more readers that they have, recently published throughout the year because I can get them on sale. I can get them on deep discount. And I love them. I just absolutely love them. I have read so many classics that I have never even heard of because of them. My favorite is Stepping Heavenward. If you have not read Stepping Heavenward, go read that one. That one is just, I feel like every Christian woman, every Christian girl needs to read Stepping Heavenward. So good. I also loved Fox's Book of Martyrs. A difficult but, necessary for Christians to read that book. That was also a very good book. My son has read everything from Robinson Crusoe to Swiss Family Robinson. I mean, we've read many of their books, and I hope to read some more before he ends up graduating. So great stuff. This is very solid biblical Christian curriculum, and I could not be more pleased with this company. If you want to get all the Cyber Monday sale information, again, make sure that you are signed up for my email list. I will put that link down below for you. And hopefully you can get curriculum at a deep discount like me every single year, because that is my favorite thing to do, is to get all of the deals on curriculum. I love curriculum. I'm probably going to be buying curriculum even after my kids graduate just to review it for you because it's so much fun. So I don't know, maybe that's what I'll do with my channel after my youngest graduates. let me know. What do you think? Should I do that? I don't know. I think I might do that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and happy homeschooling.